Hello, Taurus. How are you? Welcome back to another episode of Solari Tarot. It's Greg here, and I am here to do your reading for October 2022. How has everybody been? It was a crazy retrograde. I'm happy that we are out of it now. Mercury's direct. We're all in the clear. If this is your first time on the channel, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those things help more than you know. All the information you'll need is in the description box. We're going to start with your astrology today, Taurus. Then we're going to move on to some oracle cards I've already pulled for you. And lastly, but not leastly, we will be pulling a full spread of tarot and clarification if we have time. So, let's get started. Now, big highlight for you this month in October, Taurus, are your relationships. Some of them are reaching some pivotal turning points here in the month. Let's see. So on the 1st, which was a couple days ago, Venus was in your 6th house of physical health. It was opposing Jupiter in your 12th house of spiritual health. So you might be participating in activities around the beginning of the month that kind of weigh out all of the different health angles. This could be routines, rituals, workouts, spiritual sweating, yoga, meditation, these kinds of things. You're rejuvenating your energy, Taurus. You're kind of getting back to basics, honoring the slow moving ritual, right? So Mercury retrograde ended a couple days ago, stationed direct in your 5th house of romance and love and creativity. If you've been feeling like your love life is not going anywhere, you're trapped in it, you're stuck in it, or you're in an unhealthy dynamic within any kind of love relationship, this is going to be a big shift that's helping you remember what you deserve to have in your life. You'll be expressing all of these deep and dark emotions here in the beginning of October. You may be expressing them through art, right? You're letting it all out. Pluto retrograde is coming to an end in your 9th house on the 8th. So we're letting go of fears here. We're finding power in the truth as we're seeing it at this current time. We're letting go of outdated belief systems, old ways of being, old people, things that don't serve. I know we hear this a lot in the spiritual community, but this really is the astrology for you here in the month of October. Now, on October 9th, we have a full moon in Aries, your 12th house again. So what's happening in your dreams, Taurus? Pay attention to that around the full moon. Are any recurring dreams happening? Are any constant themes taking place throughout them? This might be a good time to journal, spend some time with yourself, try to figure out what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you around the full moon, because it's going to be trying to communicate things through your subconscious. Definitely pulling back our energy around the moon. Now, on October 23rd, Venus, your ruling planet, is entering the 7th house. This is obviously the house of partnerships. So social life and love life are ramping up with energy. We're deepening commitments. We're forging them as well. We're deepening connections. We're deepening one-on-one relationships here this month. If you're casually dating, this might turn into something full-blown exclusive. If you're not having any luck in the dating world, you may all of a sudden have some luck here towards the end of the month. Now, on the 25th, we have a solar eclipse that's going to be at 2 degrees in Scorpio. And this is a momentous, big, shifting turning point in your relationships. You could be saying goodbye to somebody you never thought you'd be saying goodbye to, and you could also at the same time almost be ushering in brand new relationships that have the potential to transform your life here this month. So what's happening in the world of partnerships? There's a lot happening in the subconscious mind for you this month, Taurus. And really you're being asked to see all of these subconscious things, process them, and bring them here into the physical world. Now, lastly, before we get into the cards, we have Mars stationing retrograde on October 30th. This could bring up some financial issues. It's in your second house. You're rethinking what you're prioritizing. If you're leaning on material success, you may realize that your actual security might be something deeper that you aren't really looking at, right? Now, your cards are very much in line with this message here in the month. The archetype card that came out here was the Dead End. Now, I very much think here this month that we are looking at where things are just frankly dead. They're just frankly over. And I think we're starting to see big pivotal turning points in terms of, who's in our life and whether or not they should be there. But this may not just be people, Taurus, right? This could be tons of different modalities, old ways of being that are just expired in your life. They're spoiling like milk, darling. It's time to get them out. And you're doing this right now, this month. Now, from your Norse Pantheon deck, Yggdrasil, I love this deck, you pulled 2 cards. Your first one was Mani, unresolved emotions, it says here. Subconscious mind, something deep in the brain. Something your brain is trying to tell you. Mani was also the god of the moon in the Norse faith. And so that falls very much in line with our esoteric ideology around the moon energy and how very much it is about the subconscious mind, what's happening behind the scenes of your conscious brain here this month. You have a lot of movement in the 7th house, so I think a lot of this is things that are unresolved from your relationships and your partnerships, and a lot of big shifting change is happening in your partnerships here this month. You also had a second card. You have the card Odin. This is a big deal. I think I've only pulled Odin from the Norse Pantheon deck one time, and it was for either myself or a friend, but this card has never come out in a reading. It is obviously the most powerful card in this deck. It is the All-Father, the great All-Father. So I think that there is a visitation from Odin here for you in the month for some of you. You may be visited by a powerful, strong energy that is able to help shift you through hard times. And as we know, Odin is a drinker. And I am an occasional drinker. I have a emergency restaurant bottle of Jack Daniels here. And I always like to have a drink with Odin when his energy shows up in the reading. So this is rare. You may never see me ever do this again. But I'm going to have a drink with Odin of straight whiskey right now in the reading before we move into your tarot, yes? Hail to Odin. He's a big deal to me. Now, I love that he's here as well. It says omniscient, wisdom, poetry, language. Odin really covered a lot of bases, Taurus. And his power is well known in antiquity. So I think a powerful energy is coming into your life, giving you wisdom to make real, actual, concrete change here this month. You have 2 animal spirits. 1, the beaver. Lay a solid foundation. You know what I'm saying about really being able to transmute something from that Mani, that moon energy, into something quite conscious, into something quite physical, into something quite earth element based, right? Your second one is the vulture. Nothing is wasted. No person, no moment, no survival instinct that you had at any given period of time, particularly through September. The vulture shows that every last morsel counts, and every moment and puzzle piece of something has its place in our experience, Taurus. Now, let's move into your tarot and see what is the tarot message for Taurus, October 22. You guys are lucky. I bet a lot of y'all, I bet the Scorpios wish I was drinking whiskey with them. Taurus, October 2022. Here we go. 7 of Cups. Oh, but the choices. When something's in our subconscious mind, Taurus, there's a good possibility that, and with the moon energy here, that there could be illusion. within your relationships, with how far you've let them get. Some people might be in your life right now and you've let them get too far. They're dead-end people. They shouldn't be the things in the chalice that you choose. Some parts of you at this time, especially as we get to that solar eclipse, just have to go, right? What are all of the different options available to you, and which chalice has what you're looking for? This is a big question for you here in the month of October. Make sure you're choosing correctly. An illusion won't serve you, babe. Let's see what else. Illusion will serve you, just maybe not in the way you like. Taurus, October 22. Here we go. We have the Four of Wands. It's coming out reversed. You know, look, there is just this energy that you're not comfortable with something, or you're not comfortable in some way. And you have great power here for the month. You have Odin, big shifting energy. Monumentous change this month for you. For you, this is obviously in terms of your partnership, and with the Four of Wands in reversed here, I want to take it as far as the people in your home. Could be that there's people in your home that you don't want there, right? Now, if that's your children, shame on you. But there's something yet to complete here. There's a place we haven't come to yet. There's a comfortability we haven't found yet. And look, you really are deliberating here in the month of October. You know, there's a lot of deliberation because you're trying to make a wise decision. And you're looking at all 7 of those chalices, right? And you're really trying to determine which is the one that you're going to choose. And I think you will have to choose this month, Taurus. We have the Four of Coin. Here we go again with another 4. And here it seems like we're just staying in a safe place. We're not really reaching around the 4 walls of what we've created. We're really staying in a comfort zone. We really want to be in a controlled environment. There's a sense that we could be even withholding what we want to say to people in the home, or withholding the energy that we know we're experiencing at this time. Or trying to stave it off, or trying to not participate. And you're going to have to participate here this month. And I think that you're realizing that there are some parts of where you are right now that just quite frankly are a dead end. And, you know, you're really trying to figure out how to get out of that box that you've kind of built around yourself. And I have this feeling like you haven't gotten very far in the process, because it still feels to me like you're feeling kind of uncomfortable with where you are. Or you're feeling like there's just somewhere that you should be by now that you are not. And a lot of that could have to do with your partnerships. You know, we might have been choosing the chalice for the wrong reason. And now we're starting to see that the things we've chosen, the people we've chosen, the places we've gotten ourselves into just might not be what it's going to be, right? Queen of Cups. And we're feeling it. And we're processing it. And we are living with it here. Not trying to put it off. You know, look, you might be facing some uncomfortability here in the month. There's no doubt about that. I think your dreams are giving you insights at this time as to what you're feeling. And I think that even if you go as far as to define those down, you might figure out what it is that you're really fearing. Maybe it's hard for you to admit something's a dead end, right? Maybe you always want to choose that chalice because you promised somebody you would. Or you promised yourself that you would in terms of other things in your life. But this has not gotten you to the place to where you desire to be. And here in the month of October, you realize that there's just much more. You're feeling it all out. You're starting to get a feel for all of this. And I think you're realizing, oh yeah, this is a dead end. Actually, I gotta go. Stop you there, babe. This is a dead end. Actually, what am I thinking? I gotta go. I got a whiskey date with Odin. Much hotter date. Taurus. What do you guys think about the mustache? Be honest. Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to know what you think about the mustache. What else do we have for Taurus? 7 of Wands, the Chariot, the 9 of Wands. We are attempting at this time to maintain a position. You know, we might be feeling like we're really out here defending ourselves. And I think in some way, when you look at your partnerships and you realize that these might not be the right peeps, you might feel like you're out here fighting alone, right? And you might be. You know, this month you really are pulling back your energy. You're taking it inward. You're looking at this. You might be connecting with powerful deities. You know, when I think of Odin in terms of a god, I would equate him with the deity head of any main religion. So whatever your religion is, you know, maybe you're really spending time with God. Obviously, Odin doesn't have to be your god. You may not believe that. This is a religion, kind of religion free and also religion acceptance kind of channel. We accept you as long as you're not a piece of shit, no matter where you're from, what religion, we don't care. So what is your God? I think you're taking some time with your God. I think you're trying to build up your strength at this time. Because look, you're finally ready to move forward. Once you get off the road that has a dead end on it, Taurus, things start to change, babe. And there is this sense that you feel like you've been on a road and you're getting to the end of it. You're like, oh, I didn't think it ended here. And it did. You know, this could be with people that you just never thought. You always thought you would have a connection to this person or this group of people, or you always thought that you would be at home in this one environment. And it's starting to look like you're just not feeling at home in some of the environments that you're in right now. You're not where you want to be. And you're ready to get moving. And you're feeling it all, which is a good thing. And you're defending yourself and saying, you know what, I'm worthy of so much more than this. I don't have to be a part of these kinds of dead-end things and feelings that don't do anything for me except stress me out and make me more nervous. 9 of Wands. You know, look, I think, Taurus, you have built up a few walls. And look, in a world like the one we're living in today, who could really blame you, right? People are out here shisty as shit. 7 of Swords. Patron card for planet Earth. Sketchy. It's a sketchy place out here. You know that song, Earth is Ghetto, I Want to Leave? That's the song. That's your song of the month. It's a hard world. All of us have to build up defense mechanisms and walls to protect us and maintain our survival. And I think that you've been doing that, but I think you're making it harder than it has to be. Because if you don't have energy you have to protect yourself from around you on a regular basis, you're going to thrive, darling. You know? And I think that you've got your walls up with some people. And I think that you're feeling like something's not quite right. This could be a job. You know what? These people are sketchy. You know what? These people are ripping people off out here. This doesn't align with my ethical moral system. This is a dead end. I'm done with this. I don't want to do this. My partnership, 7th house, to this job is terminated, babe. Try to give him a 2 weeks. Right? But the idea here, Taurus, is that we really, really see that you're just done entertaining what's just done. That's great news, because that ensures that your November astrology should really be moving forward for you. Look at this, 10 of Pentacles. There's something better than what you've got right now. There's something much, much better that you have yet to create. Some legacy, some physical reality that you are so much more aligned to in your life. And yeah, you might have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get on that chariot and get moving and try to keep it all together, right? And you might have to really build resistance. You know, it looks like you're fighting here this month. You're fighting, you're feeling, you're choosing. These are all good things that you're doing. And what's in the root of your reading? The 10 of Pentacles. This is financial bliss to some. It's a lot of what you value. Not everybody values money, so it might be something else. It might be a beautiful plot of land you've always wanted. It's what you want to create in your life and who you want to create it with. And it's a reality in the 10 of Pentacles. It's in your world, for sure. No doubts. No doubt about it. Let's pull you one more, huh? Oh, okay. The Justice card. Making a final decision. You're deliberating here in October, and as we get towards the end of the month, guys, you're making some finite decisions. They could be pivotal ones. I also think some of you may be running into or creating new relationships here this month. Ones that are balanced. You know, this is our card for Libra, and we're going through Libra season until, I think, the 23rd, right? Which is when Scorpio season starts. The scales are balancing out. We can get moving on the Chariot here. I like this energy for you. I think there's just something much better out there for you than where you are now. Your best is yet to come, really. And I would embrace that energy at this time. And I would get away from what's a dead end. That's my message. Cool, you got Odin. Very badass. Folks, keep your eyes open this month. I'm going to be releasing a lot of content. I was in West Virginia for 3 weeks, running a restaurant and back home with my coven, and I filmed just a lot of amazing stuff for you. So, yeah, keep your eyes open for that. That episode 2 of the cinematic series will be out Friday. It's called The Last Days of Summer. Please watch those videos. If you like them, let me know. I want to get some feedback from you. So keep your eyes open. And I love you, and I hope you have a happy October. You'll probably see more readings from me in the month. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.